Hi, I'm Tony from Martin Lynch & Sons, and welcome to another instalment of the virtual visit videos. Okay, as you know, we are still open for business throughout this current situation, and today I want to show you something a little bit interesting. So here we go. Created in the 80s, from what Martin tells me anyway, the Yaesu FT-818. Now, absolute mind-blowing at the time. Small transceiver, 2 meters, FM. I mean, what more can you say? Fully synthesized, handy. And I'm loving the way that they've actually written handy on the back there. Anyway, at the time, as I said, this was, an amazing piece of equipment to come out. People were shocked. We look at it nowadays, and if I said to you back then, how about if I gave you a whole shack that you could put in your hand? Well, if we go around to here, Gary. Yaesu's FT-818. So some of you may be familiar with the original 817, which then evolved into the 817ND, change of battery, etc. Again, with the 818, they've now improved it. We're looking at a T6 standard, 1 extra watt as well, and slightly improved battery as well. So if we have a look into the box, Gary, let's get this opened up. This is what you'll receive. So it comes with the standard Yaesu map, which I'm sure a lot of you have got on your walls in the shack. Manual. There's the main unit here, which I'll just put out. I won't take it out of the packaging, but there we go. So within this nice little unit, which is a little bit bigger than a sort of paperback book, but the right kind of size to put into a barber jacket if you are going to go for a walk. So with this radio, HF 6 meters, 2 meters and 70 sems, 6 watts output, as I said, multi-mode as well. So FM, AM, single sideband, not a problem, CW as well, and digi-modes. So at the moment I've got a run of these running with FT8, around about, I think it's about a 1 watt output at the moment. And it works a treat. You can just leave it there, you're not worrying too much. And just remember though, if you are going to be doing digital mode, please, please, please keep the power down to about 30% or so. So if we go back to here, let's just take out some more of the items. Just a quick one as well, there are 2 antenna sockets here. So you can go HF through the back. If you're running a VHF separate antenna, route it through the front. And literally just make sure you do the selection in the menu because you don't want the finals going. With it as well comes the handy antenna. So that's the main mast of the antenna or shaft. And then you've got a 6 meter add-on to go onto there. And also the bit that always gets lost is the 2 and 70. So that just places on or change for the 6 meters. Now, if you've got one of these already, or if you're up an 817 and you've lost these parts, please bear in mind they only come as a pack from now on. It's about £20 for replacement. Okay, also in the box, we have it's very tight fitting, as you can see, Yaesu carry handle, which is actually like a shoulder strap and connects to the front of the radio there. I'll just pop that down there. We'll do this later, otherwise you'll be waiting all day for me. The battery, so fully rechargeable, charges over between 8 to 10 hours for this. Running time, 2 maybe to 3 hours or so, depending on your sort of TX and receive percentages. Also in here, we have the charger for the battery. So you charge the battery inside the unit, no problems there. Also a DC lead. So if you want to go mobile, not a problem, you can add it to that. Or if you're running a gel cell battery or another sort of lithium type battery, you can connect via this, no problem. If you are running it in the car and it's kind of a temporary installation, SDD13, which is the cigar lighter, which is filtered as well. So you can plug that in, run the radio straight from there, get a continuous 6 watts. And also the microphone, which is your standard MH31 microphone. So we'll leave that in the box for now. So once you've got your radio, is there anything else you need? There's a few items which are always good. One I always recommend is the CSC83. So that's the case which covers the whole radio. You can also run your shoulder strap through there as well. And if you look at the back, you've got, hold that steady for you. You've got cutouts So you can cut out if you're running digital modes, etc. So a lot of guys are running digi modes with a Tigertronics or an SCU-17, taking it out in the field with a tablet. Absolutely ideal. I had one of these on my 817, original 817 now for about 10 years. No marks on it whatsoever, so that's great. Now, fully portable or just stuck in a location, maybe for whatever reason you've been traveling and you just want to operate, do a little bit, as we said, of digital maybe, or even a bit of repeater work. Wonder1 widebander. So British company, and with one of these, I'll just remove this. What I should have done really is have everything ready, Gary. What do you think? So I'll just remove this out of here. Oh, gone for the new style of wrapping. Which I'm sure some of our older customers will remember going down to the butcher's and getting a piece of bacon in a bit of wrapping like this. Gary's looking at me knowingly as if... Do you remember that, do you? No? Okay. Right, so that's the Wonder1 widebander, PL259, straight onto the back of the 817. Two choices here. You've got the whip antenna, which just goes onto the BNC connection at the top. And if you don't want to run the whip antenna, you've got a bit of room to throw a wire out. Then we've got the Y connector on the top as well. So hot wire on this side, lay down your ground wire on this side, literally select there, tune for peak noise on the radio, check the SWR. So the 818 does have an SWR meter as well built in. It's an indication, you know, it's not going to be the same as a separate meter, but it gives you an indication. Set it, away you go, peak noise, low SWR, start transmitting, start working stuff. Same again with Wonder1, they do the Wonder Loop as well, so if you're limited for space. Now, there's a video of the original Wonder Loop, which I had done when we first got the test session, and you'll see me working a few stations on HF, I think on 17 meters and 20 meters. Really efficient, very tight bandwidth, bear that in mind, but it's a 1 meter loop, copper loop. You literally twist and turn, and away you go. Really good, and low noise as well, which is great for nowadays. Right, so that's the 818 for you and some of the accessories. Order direct from the website. We are still shipping out, not a problem. If you want to click and collect for the store, we can do that with a counter service at the moment. It's not a problem. And thanks for supporting Martin Lynch & Sons. We'll see you soon.